Aren't you tired of feeling less than? Aren't you tired of feeling like you don't belong? Aren't you tired of walking in the spaces and in the places and just having your head down and just not feeling like you deserve to be there just because your mind is telling you that you don't deserve to be there? It's not that you're not confident, you just have an untrained mind. Hi! What is up, family? It's Fiore, and I am back again with another video, and hopefully, I'm not scaring y'all with the type of energy that I'm coming with, but this video is going to be not serious, but a little bit more like bam, in your face, because it's making me feel some type of way. It's personal. It hits home for me, all right? So we are not going to delay. We're going to jump right into it. Confidence, 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 confidence. The big C. Let's talk about it. I know it may seem like everybody around you, they're so confident, and how do they do that? How do they walk like that? How do they talk like that? How do they do this? How do they do that? Sweetie, everybody is not as confident as they make themselves out to be, okay? A lot of people have learned to fake it, all right? But that is not what I'm about to tell you guys to do. You are not supposed to fake confidence. We are going to learn some tips and tricks, and I'm going to share with you guys some advice that I'm using for myself to train myself to reprogram my mind to be confident. All right. So, first and foremost, confidence does not start in what you see in the mirror. All right. It is not in the clothes that you wear, it is not the shoes that are on your feet. It is not the car that you drive. It's not the restaurants that you eat at. It is not the circle that you have, the friends that you have. It is not the type of job that you have. Those things can bring a false sense of security or a false sense of confidence that makes you feel like, oh yeah, I feel good. Like I feel confident because I'm driving this car, or, I look good, my hair done, my nails done, all this stuff, my clothes look good and things like that. But if all those things were snatched away at the drop of a dime, you will be sitting there feeling empty, alone, broken, and hurting because you put your trust, you put your faith in materialistic things, things that can be one here 1 second and gone in the next second, okay? Confidence has to come from within, not in the things that you have. You don't find it in material things. Those things can help you feel confident, but that's not true confidence, okay? So the first thing that you need to do is change your mind, all right? Change your mindset, okay? You are not going to feel confident. You are not going to feel beautiful, handsome, smart, whatever the case may be, if you do not have the right state of mind, okay? It all starts up here. If you are constantly thinking negative thoughts, if you are constantly thinking bad things about yourself, if you constantly have just this pessimistic mindset, point of view, this outlook on life, you will never exude confidence. Confidence is not just a feeling, but it is a state of mind. It all starts in the mind. I promise you. I'm telling you, it all starts in your mind. So one trick that you can use to help you begin to reprogram and retrain your mind to think positively is to say the opposite of what you are thinking. Okay, so let me give you an example, right? You walk by the mirror or something like that, or you see a reflection of yourself, and your first immediate thought is, I'm so ugly. Like, do you know how many times that I've done that? Do you know how many times that I have walked past a mirror and literally the first thought that pops into my mind is, oh my God, you are so ugly. It's crazy because I can trace every single negative thought that I have thought to myself back to someone that has said it or where I actually heard it, meaning like on TV, social media, whatever the case may be, right? And what happened? I began to hear it so much, especially when I was younger. Oh, you're so ugly. Oh, you're this or you're that. I was bullied a lot throughout my entire life growing up, and that's the main thing that they would say. Oh, you are so ugly, like you're ugly, blah blah blah. And that just tore my confidence down as I was a child. And as I began to grow older, I then became my own worst bully. Okay, I became worse than the people who were bullying me because I started bullying myself. So I would notice that every time I walked by a mirror, the first thing that would pop into my head is, you are so ugly. And I really had to stop and say, Where did that come from? You have to analyze your thoughts. Your thoughts aren't just random thoughts that pop into your head. No, they are things that you have heard, things that you've seen, things that people have said to you, things that you hear other people saying a lot. It all runs back full circle, okay? They're not just random thoughts. So that is why you have to begin to reprogram and change your mind to think positively, because when you reprogram and change your mind to think positively, you will begin to start to say things positively, okay? Every single word is a thought before it comes out of your mouth, all right? So back to the tip or the trick that I have or that I started doing, when I would have those negative thoughts, I would stop, like just dead in my tracks. I'm looking in the mirror. The first thing I hear is, "You're so ugly." And I'll be like, I am beautiful. I am so beautiful. And I had to correct that thought. And I have to say it a couple times because we are creatures of repetition. We have to hear things over and over and over and over again before it becomes programmed in our mind. So if that is your experience, if that is something that you are experiencing, like you just walk around and you just out of nowhere you just hear a thought and you say, "You're so fat," or "You're so dumb," "You're so stupid," "You're so ugly," whatever the case may be, all of these negative things, replace it with a positive thing. And don't let people call you those things anymore, even if it's just a joke. Like you're just sitting around with your friends or your family or your coworkers or whatever and be like, "Yo," like, "Oh my gosh, you are so stupid," like stuff like that. Don't let people say that. And even if you don't feel confident enough to say, "Hey, like, I don't, can you not say that? Like, I don't feel comfortable with you saying that. Could you use a different word?" Even if you are not there yet to where you can correct that, even if they are quote unquote just joking, say it in your head, okay? If somebody says that you're stupid or you're ugly or you're not smart or whatever, you're fat, just say in your mind, "I am beautiful. I am smart. I am unique. I am chosen. I am loved. I am worthy." Replace the negative thought with a positive thought. If you have a negative thought, say the complete opposite over and over and over again until that thought is no longer in your mind. And we know this is true, right? Because it's just like hearing music, or it's just like you hear a song. If you hear a song, the beat is going to get stuck in your head, and then eventually what's going to happen, especially if you really like the song, the lyrics are going to start to come out of your mouth because you're just jamming along to it. It's something that you like, right? And then you're going to begin to say it. No matter if the words are good or if they're bad, you're going to find yourself saying it. Like I literally had to delete every single song in my playlist and just replace it with gospel music because I noticed that I was starting to like have a filthy mouth, like a disgusting mouth, like, and it was not cute because I would just hear all these songs, all these cuss words, profanity, talking about, your body, your butt, your titties, the men's private parts and all of that stuff, and just money and drugs and sex and fame and all these just negative vibrational things. I had to just completely cleanse myself, cleanse my playlist, and start replacing it with music that was positive because I noticed that it began to take root in my mind and I began to say things that I had no business saying. So that's another tip or trick. Clean out your playlist. If you have all this dirty music, all this nasty music that's not talking about nothing but popping your crotch wide open and busting and doing splits on whoever's private part and just all this nasty vulgar things, just all these disgusting lyrics, like it's honestly, it is disgusting if you just sit back and think about it. They're not things that you would say, hopefully, in a conversation when you're talking to, your mother or your father or your grandparents or people that, you have respect for. Like, oh my goodness, what? Clean out your playlist. Moving on to the next tip or trick, all right? Stop feeding your mind garbage, all right? Our minds, our bodies, us as an entire being. Think of it as a plant. You are a plant, all right? A beautiful plant. And plants need what to grow? Water. So if you are watering a plant, it will grow because it is getting the nutrients and the nourishment that it needs. Will you water your plants with soda? I would hope not, right? Because if you water your plants with soda, what's going to happen to them? They're going to die. You wouldn't water your plants with soda because you know the soda will kill your plant. So why do you think that you can feed your mind garbage and you will still grow? Just think about it. Another piece of advice that I would have for you, get off social media. Like, especially if you're the type of person that if you see something or you see someone and they look a certain way or they have a certain physique and that's your goal and you automatically just see them and you get down because you are comparing yourself to them, get off social media. If it is not helping you, get off social media. Take a break, okay? Social media is literally like the biggest blessing and curse at the same exact time, all right? It is great if you know how to use it, and it is terrible if you do not know how to use it, if you let it use you. You see this picture, right? You're scrolling on Instagram and you're like, oh my goodness, she looks perfect. Well, duh, it's Instagram, right? You have to have the perfect picture or else nobody's gonna pay attention to you. That's what social media is for, right? It's attention grabbing, attention seeking. People will botch up their lips, toot out their butt, and just pose all types of crazy ways and use all these different types of filters and things like that to make themselves appear, keyword appear, perfect, right? But in real life, you don't know how long it took for them to take that picture. You don't know the preparation it took before the shot to get them to have that shot, all right? You don't know what they're dealing with. You don't know what they're struggling with. So why would you sit there and compare yourself to somebody that you don't even know? Get off social media. Take a break, especially if you're that type of person where you get down just looking at other people because you don't look like them. You don't have any business being on social media, okay? And if you are on social media, you need to be watching videos like these. Videos that are going to snap you back into reality, which brings me into my next point. Stop being so hard on yourself. You are a work in progress, okay? Literally, everybody is a work in progress. If you are living, breathing, and walking on this earth, you are not perfect. The only person that walked this earth that is perfect is Jesus Christ himself. Are you Jesus Christ? I didn't think so, all right? So stop trying to be perfect. We are supposed to strive to become perfect, to be like him, okay? Not perfect in the things that you wear and the clothes that you have and the cars in your driveway and all these materialistic things. Don't confuse confidence with materialistic things, like I was saying earlier. Confidence comes from within. It comes from knowing who you truly are. If you are having trouble being confident, it's because you don't fully know or understand who you are. God made you so beautifully. There is nobody else on this planet that is like you. God literally sculpted you and molded you and shaped you. The Bible says, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. God knows you. He made you. Like, how disrespectful is it for someone to create something, right? And you just to tell them, I hate it. I don't like it. Like, imagine like when you were a kid, right? Imagine you're like 5, 6, or 7 years old and you draw a picture, at school and you're so excited, like, oh my gosh. And you go home and you give it to your mother because you just were so happy and you just wanted her to see it, and you colored it for her and you made it for her. You put your glitter on it, like you colored it, you made it all nice, put all these different hearts and whatever. You just put your all into it, right? And you give it to your mother, and your mother looks at it, rips it up right in front of you. Like it was nothing. Like it meant nothing. And she said she hated it. She said it's ugly. She said it wasn't worth it. How would that make you feel? It would make you feel terrible, right? What do you think we do to God when we don't value what he has put inside of us, when we don't value who he has created us to be? It's literally a slap in his face, telling him that what he created is not good enough. It is good enough. You are good enough. Start to have positive affirmations and things that you say every single morning, every single part of the day. This goes along with my previous tip. Just begin to fill your mind with positive things, positive thoughts, all right? I am is such a powerful statement. Whatever you put after I am can literally change your entire mindset. I am beautiful. I am talented. I am smart. I am chosen. I am unique. I am loved. I am worthy. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am confident. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am made in the likeness and the image of God. I am courageous. I am bold. I am powerful. I am strong. I am mighty. All these different things that you begin to say to yourself, they are going to come back full circle. If you start to say it to where your mind starts to catch it, you will begin to see the fruit of it later down the road. Which brings me to my next point. You really can see your state of mind, your state of being, who you truly are when you are by yourself. You need to begin to start to spend some time alone, all right? Once you begin to start to spend time alone, you can then begin to teach yourself your own worth and your own value, and you will begin to set the standard for yourself and for everyone else in your life. If you do not know how to spend time alone, if you do not know how to just be by yourself at certain times in your life or just for certain periods of time, that truly is a problem, all right? And you need to work on that. I had to learn this for myself. There was a time where I hated being alone. I didn't like being alone. I didn't want to be by myself. And it had me doing things that I had no business doing with people that I had no business even interacting with or being with, all because I didn't want to be alone. I truly dreaded being alone. And once I began to realize where that stemmed from, where that actually came from, I started to spend more time with myself, and it actually helped me to grow more confident because I was secure in myself. I was secure in just being in my own company, and I was secure in knowing that I am enough. And I don't need other people to be around me just to feel like I am somebody, or just to try to help me like validate in a way who I am, or just validate those voids or those empty spots or the empty places in my heart or these empty places within me, because I didn't understand truly who I was, which made me lack confidence. And the last little piece of advice that I'm going to share, because honestly, I wasn't even supposed to be making a video right now. I was literally just in the middle of watching a movie and it just like hit me, and I just felt this like urge to just get on here and just start talking about these things because they are so prevalent. Do something that makes you uncomfortable. I promise you, if you don't listen to anything else that I've said in this video right after, God and things like that, this is probably the most important piece of advice that I could give you. Do something that makes you uncomfortable. And I'm about to tell you why. So who would I be if I was just sitting here just talking, telling you guys to just do, all these certain things and this will work and that'll work, right? I have to practice what I preach, don't I? Right, so I'm about to tell you guys some things that I used to be insecure about that I am now doing because it is something that has made me in the past uncomfortable, but it has started to make me more comfortable doing it, all right? So boom, number one, I know y'all see this forehead. Like, I know y'all see it because it's boom. It's there. It's out there. And what? Ever since I was young, I was bullied and made fun of because of my forehead, right? So I would always try to hide it. When I was younger, I had like, what they call it? Like the Chinese bangs. Like I would have that, like just all the way down to my eyebrows and things like that. And even like you'll see in like some of my videos, I'll have some of my hair hanging down to the side, even if it's in a ponytail. And I said, you know what? I'm not doing that today. I'm going to pull all my hair back just like that because I deserve to wear a ponytail straight back if I want to and not feel subconscious about it. So boom, that's what I'm doing today. Number two, glasses. All right, I was always made fun of for wearing glasses. I usually wear contacts and things like that. But today I said, you know what? I'm gonna wear my glasses because it makes me uncomfortable. Like I'm being intentional about the things that make me uncomfortable because I am switching it. I'm reprogramming my mind and changing my mind so that I can be comfortable with it. I have my glasses on today and they look amazing and I love them and they're so cute. And I'm gonna keep saying all these positive things to myself because once I become comfortable, I will begin to exude confidence. The next thing, sleeveless clothing, all right? My arms, boom. I know y'all see it. It jiggle, jiggle. It moves. Look, arm fat. Look, back fat. Like, what? All of this, like my shoulders. Like, I feel like, let me move back a little bit. I feel like I have man shoulders. Like, they're just like so broad and things like that. But you hear what I just said? Even in the midst of me telling you guys that you need to reprogram and change your mind, did you hear what I just said? I feel like I have man shoulders. They are so broad. That was something that other people always told me growing up, that, oh yeah, you have man shoulders. They're just so like, and things like that. And I just had to catch myself literally live and in action saying that. You know what? No, I don't. My arms are beautiful, and I'm so glad that I have arms. And thank you, God, for giving me these beautiful arms. And I thank you, Father, that you are helping me become confident in the skin and in the body that I'm in, and that you're giving me the strength to change the things that I want to change, that I don't like about myself, that I am capable of changing. So one of my insecurities is the arm fat. What do I need to do? Go to the gym, all right? Stop making excuses. You don't have to cover up and wear a sweater outside in 90-degree weather just because you have some arm fat and people told you you have broad shoulders, all right? Wear something that shows off your arms, wear something that shows off your shoulders, and you rock it. Stop letting people dictate and run your life. Stop letting negativity run your life, all right? How long are you gonna cower in a corner and just be this sad little person who always needs to be coddled, that always needs to be reassured, that always, you make other people uncomfortable when you are not confident. You make other people uncomfortable when you are sitting there, always needing a compliment, always needing attention, always needing reassurance. No, you give yourself that attention. You give yourself that reassurance. You tell yourself that you are that person. You tell yourself that you are that guy. You tell yourself that you are that girl. You tell yourself that you are fully secure in who you are, and you don't need anyone or any material thing to make you feel secure, to make you feel confident, okay? Remember what I said. Confidence comes from within. You don't find confidence within things. My collarbone, this is my collarbone, right? How my collarbone is like popped up like this a little bit. I'm teaching myself how to sit up straight and how to be proper. Now, how would I look if I was sitting here talking to you guys saying, yeah, like guys, just be confident, like change your mindset, do what you need to do. You got to do this, you got to do that. And I'm sitting here sitting like this, like a freaking hunchback, like the hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, no, fix your posture, sit up straight. Even if you are by yourself, you have to begin to teach yourself, train your mind to train your body to do the things that you want it to do. And then I promise you, it is not going to happen overnight, but subtly you will begin to change. Give yourself grace and you will get there. I promise. It is a journey. I am still on this journey, but I will tell you right now, I'm on the journey and I started it and I'm loving it and I'm not going to stop, okay? So I just want to encourage you to start your journey, to stay on your journey, to keep going on your journey, whatever it is that you are at. Don't compare yourself to others. And honestly, I think I want to do like a better version of this video. I feel like this was just like a little bit all over the place, only because it was something that I just decided to do off the fly. I wasn't even supposed to record a video today. Confidence is not just something that you're just born with, all right? Confidence is a state of mind. You have to be mindful of your state of mind. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. Please leave me a comment because I really want to do an in-depth video of it. And honestly, even if nobody wants to see me do a remake of this video or an in-depth video, I'm going to do it anyway. So thank you so much for watching. I love each and every single one of you, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!